The October long weekend 2022, Woodpecker is back. It's going to be a very wet Woodpecker by the look of it. So we came in on the Sunday. Many of the other competitors camped in overnight. But we were working on Bullet Truck till 2 in the morning. The boys at the gate suggested we take Bullet off the trailer or we will get stuck on the road in. Enter Bullet Truck. Now like I said, 2 o'clock in the mornings when we were finally happy with putting this whole new front end back together. Complete new straight diff housing. It was untested. This was the first little opportunity to make sure that everything was working. 17 years ago in 2005, Chris Angel and myself in Chubby. Now I had the 4Runner back then, but we've tasted success at Woodpecker before, picking up first place team. What an exciting day. Competing here at Woodpecker and the Eels in a grand final later this evening. Adam and I are just discussing how weird it's going to be speaking to each other from our driver's seats. Brian's going to navvy for me and Steve for him. So we had a great group of guys, I believed, to really shake up this comp. We were lined up, number 3 team, to attempt track 1. I was pretty happy with that. Warren and Rory in the buggy class. Now this is a pretty big hole here. The buggies have awesome approach and departure angle. Some of them though do have slightly lower belly heights off the ground. Done with these boys, well done. Here's the belly height I was referring to earlier. Now Rory, I believe he's maybe a split second off putting the foot down once he got the nose up and he's caught up on his belly. Now this Woodpecker 2-car event, it's a very unique event. You're allowed to use a 3-meter strap and you're allowed to push or pull the car behind or in front. So here the boys hook up the strap and pull Rory over. For whatever reason, Darius is driving alone here in his chopped 80. So this event has team scores plus individual.
Hard, mate. Hard.
I feel he may have given it just a few too many berries there. So his navvy's having a look. They think they have a problem. By the way his navvy's looking down there, the tail shaft potentially is turning. And yes, it looks like no drive to the front end, meaning it could be a front center. Now that dreaded noise of the excavator. Christian was really busy all weekend with this, and a fantastic job he did, picking cars up like they were toys.
How is this going to end?
What could possibly go wrong, right?
All right, here it is. It's our turn. Now looking at the course, we felt that Adam on the 37s may not get through that first hole, so that I needed to stay within the 3 meters so that I could pull him out if and when he needed it. Now Adam did need my assistance, so the boys backed me back, hooked him up, and we were very lucky. On his 3rd attempt, we finally made forward progress. It felt like myself, I was on my belly, so if he was unable to get out of that hole, I don't think I had any forward momentum to get past this point. This could have been the end of both of us.
Adam, push, push, push.
Yes, very lucky. We got 3 bunting touches there, so that's 6 points. When he was pushing me, I was sliding across to the passenger side. The other rule of this event, you cannot be more than 20 points in front of the other car. So you can't scoot around the track and leave your mate behind. This is a team event. You need to get through it as a team. Steve here working hard, filling in the holes where I'd made that mess.
Alright guys, let's drive!
Second gear. Straighten the wheels, just drive, second. Go! Yes, straight.
So Adam and I had communication through our helmet. I was trying to watch him through my rear view mirror and guide him as best I could. But I feel that he might have been going a tad slow, so I was trying to push him. I just didn't want him to get caught up on his diff on any of those type of rocks, to have to go back and use the strap again. Now that log there in front of Adam's GU, that log would change things dramatically. It was a big hit, and a couple of seconds after he'd come off it, I heard him say to me, my back. Hurt himself! Now after intervention from the medics, it was suggested that Adam sit out. So it looked like Bullet was running solo. So this little part here, there was the car course and there was the buggy course. If the car chose to drive the buggy course, which for us was the left line, a 10-point bonus would be given to the total score. The other unique thing about this event is, unless you finished stage 1 of track 1, you weren't able to progress to stages 2 and 3 of the same track. Now vehicles that didn't get past this first stage, they were going to be down on points.
Send it, what could go wrong?
Such a nice soft landing. The brakes on this truck are unreal. Alright, we made it to the 100-point mark. About to start stage 2. Now running individually, there is no help. If we get stuck, we're stuck. Now let's just have a look at another team. We're going to see a push happen here where the GU is caught on top of the tyre and the Land Rover has the opportunity to do a push. Oh, this is going to damage his bonnet. Oh, is he willing to destroy his bonnet? Ooh. Pretty sure bonnets for that wouldn't be that easy to get.
What do you reckon, Danny?
I love it.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't reckon you get body panels for that too easily. Oh, be careful. So unfortunately, this team failed to progress to stage 2. Speaking of stage 2, let's get back to Bullet. Have a look. So we start stage 2 of track 1, driving a little concrete wall with 2 of our tyres. Now the idea here was, don't slip off. Great job to Brian. His guidance through this was well navigated. Back here, there was the left line was the buggies line. So the buggies line was also our bonus line. So that was for an extra 10 points. Although, if we did fail, we could back and take our other line, without any penalty points. Also there in the distance, there was another option for an extra 10 points, which Brian navigated me up and over the tyres perfectly. So here on the concrete wall, the left line was the buggy line. So for us, we attempted, we gained 10. Now we were allowed 2 goes at this. First attempt, single case, first gear.
Yeah.
Second attempt, second gear, single case. Now if the buggies failed to get up this wall and they had to use the car line, it was a -10. Alright, now we were in a bit of a pickle because the line that I needed to take my normal line, I was nowhere near. Now having back and fills for free, we took our time to manoeuvre the nose around. We had one attempt, but it was the wrong angle. Now this was our final go on this hill.
2 metres to go back. You need to. Got 2 metres to go. It's up to you.
I don't want to be in the mud, Steve.
Oh, that's it then. Go back, let's get top of the mud.
Send it. What could go wrong?
We disconnect and try and dig the nose around to not risk hitting that bunting with a back and fill. It's such a handy tool to have on this truck. With my wheelbase in 4-wheel drive, I never make some of the corners I do with the rear disconnected. So we get through the second part of the first stage, heading up to the third part. Now this was for another 100 points again.
Stop! You gotta drop that off. Come on, muscle!
Oh, steady.
Because over. What do you think, Nicholas? No?
The top section of this hill was nuts. All I was looking at was this giant pile of timber. We had countless goes, moving forward ever so slightly, so your 3 attempts start again. It was just too big, too wet. I kept sliding to the passenger side. Here I do a dig to try and line up the nose. I was up against a tree.
Going good? Nah, forget it. I'll use the tree. The tree is going to help me, I think. All right, this is it, eh? Right hand down, flat stick.
Woo! Yeah.
I felt that if I got traction that the tree would help me, that I would pivot and bring the back across. This is where rear steer would have easily eaten this hill. So yeah, it was a good effort. We picked up 80 points here. Now even the buggies, we didn't see many buggies get to the top.
Is it broken? Yep. Front right side. So the clip is locked up.
But even this well-modified buggy got to the top, but apparently broke a CV. The wheel had seized up.
The tree's gonna help, he said.
I know. Now I can't wind the window up. That's all right. It won't rain.
That'll conclude part 1 of Woodpecker 2022. Stay tuned for part 2 where we have the second and third tracks.
Nobody Nobody's going to know. Shell doesn't drive it.
Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.